Where my camera at?
It's Terrence Gangsta William, aka OG Higgity. I'm hanging out with the big homie Hankin TV. Make sure y'all subscribe, support the brother. We out here doing big things. It's all good, baby. Y'all see we free. We out here enjoying life. Wah! I want y'all to stop the violence, say no to drugs, and put these guns down. I'm out, baby. Gotta go.
This is a certified hood classic.
I used to be in my feelings, then I turned up and got a spot. I can't say how much I made in that bitch, I just know it was a lot. I don't care no more if she love me for real, long as she love my knot. They say, you hitting them with too much drip. I know I gotta mop. I put my flow in the microwave, I know I gotta blow, now it's hot. I was way too far ahead of my time, I had to slow down and stop. Before I pull up to the honeycomb, I got to go round the block. Looking in blind spots for any nigga think he on the low trying to plot. Go ahead.
Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to Hankin TV, man. You feel what I'm saying? That's my boy. He put dope content over there.
What's up with it? It's your boy JT. If I say I done it, I did it. I want to thank y'all for tuning in to Hankin TV tonight. Also, I want to touch it was a few more people who had sent me cash apps the other night that I didn't get to shout out. I want to shout out Yolanda Willis. Thanks for the birthday cash app. I didn't know how to get in contact with her. I messaged the other people and already thanked them. I appreciate it. Tonight I had to do a change up in the schedule. I had the Real Trey Killer at 9. Then I had B Mack at 10. But we switched to so I had to switch the schedule up. So I got my man B Mack in the house tonight. We definitely gonna be chopping it up. Man, me and this guy, we go back a long way. We met and bumped in each other, and we both was putting plans together and deciding what we was gonna do, man. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's up, man? I'm Brian McNichols. I go by B Mack, OG Mack, Mac Million. You know what I'm saying? Mac Million Films TV. You know what I'm saying? It's a pleasure to be here, brother.
So where you from, man?
Man, I'm from Dayton, Ohio, man. 3957 Prescott.
Okay.
Gym City, you know what I'm saying?
Repping the city.
Home of the funk, home of the, you know what I'm saying? Home of the real music, you feel me?
So what hood did you grow up in?
Man, I grew up in the village. I grew up Prescott and Fairport area. And when I was like 10 years old, my brother got killed. And we moved to Trotwood in like 1986. So from there, you know what I mean? That's when, you know what I mean? We moved out there when, you know, it was still some white people out there, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you know. Been to Trotwood for a while. You know what I'm saying? Kicked up a little dust as a teenager. You know how it go.
Right. So growing up in Greenwich Village and moving to Trotwood, but me and you, we met in the joint.
Yes,
so,
sir.
Was that your first time going to the joint? Was that your first number, your first time getting in trouble?
That was my first. Nah, it wasn't my first time. My first time I was in a probation situation where I violated my probation. They sent me to a little halfway house. Excuse me, in Cincinnati. So, you know what I'm saying? And then when I bumped into you, that was my actual first time ever getting caught, you know what I mean? And they hit me with a 7-ball, 84 months.
So what was you locked up for?
I was locked up for ag robbery, ag burglary, impersonating a police officer.
Right.
Yes, sir.
One thing I can say, man, when we was in there, I remember you was going to college, man. So what's some of the things you was doing in there, man, like to better yourself besides going to college?
I did every program. I mean, you know how it is, man. You gotta live it. You gotta work out. You gotta escape that prison. You know what I mean? Go to college, go to school. A lot of the programs that they got in there. You know what I'm saying? You remember Brother Rashid? You know what I mean? He was in there for helping out the brothers. And man, that's where I learned to write. That's where I learned really find my inner talents. You know what I mean?
Right. And then speaking of Brother Rashid, man, let me tell the people just a small brief tab about Brother Rashid, because I had the pleasure of meeting him at DCI also, but I got familiar with him before DCI.
Okay.
Brother Rashid was a guy, man, he did, I think, like between 10 to 20 years in the joint, fair joint.
Okay.
He got out. He got a job at an airline. He had been working at the airline for like 20 years. So when he had first put in his application to work at the airline, he told him he had never been convicted of a felony. Either he told him he hadn't or they didn't know. So 20 years later, when he go to put in for his promotion and they found out he had been convicted of a felony, then they fired him.
Right. I remember that.
For the airline, he ended up kind of suing him or getting some back pay or something. Then he kind of really stepped in to helping guys that was incarcerated.
Yes, sir. Yeah, he was he definitely laid his mark in there, you know what I mean? He definitely helped brothers out.
So when you was in there, so what's some of the plans you had made that you was wanting to pursue when you got out?
Oh man, to be honest, I remember the first time I went to the hole, bro. I think I was just writing. You know how you just be in the hole writing? Man, my first plan was to start a crime family. Real talk, bro. I made a float chart and everything. But realistically though, you know, I got my GED in there. I went to college. I was on the dean's list. You know what I mean? You know, prison break out the best in you. You know what I mean? The strengths.
And it's a shame, man.
You know what I'm saying? So, I doing all that, you know what I'm saying? It was challenging, bro. You feel me? Either it's gonna make the best or it's gonna make the worst out of it. You know what I mean?
Or a person gonna stay the same.
Or you're gonna stay the same. For me, it changed my life forever. It was a blessing in disguise, for real.
It definitely was. But the reason I asked you that, man, because like right now, you got your hands in a few different things. And I wanted to know, like, when you was making your plans, the things you're doing now, was them a part of your plans you had made while you were in there?
One of them, I wanted to be involved with computers. I didn't want to be computer literate when I got out of jail. You feel me? So I took computer classes through Sinclair Community College while I was there. And I didn't know I was going to shoot music videos, but I knew I wanted to do something with music. You know what I'm saying? So I end up developing a love for the camera. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that we anticipate when we getting out, bro, it ain't there. You know what I'm saying? You anticipating all this love and help, and them doors get shut down. So you kind of got to keep that spirit up, but develop a whole nother plan. You feel me? And that's what I did, man. I got tired of working for people. I knew early when in the joint, I knew I had to start my own business. Now, I don't know what it was going to be, but I knew I had to start a business, bro. That's where the paper at. You feel me?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So how did you get into working with the camera?
Basically, I was watching a behind the scene 2 Chainz DVD. And I was watching this guy. He was doing little stuff with the camera. And I asked my nephew, I said, nephew, what he doing? He like, they shooting videos, man. You shoot the videos, match up the music, da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? So from there, you know what I mean? Took my little money with the hair arena, caught me a little camera, a little cheap little camera, you know what I'm saying? And from there, you know what I mean? I used to just pay attention to movies, videos. I would count the frames, like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I'm watching something, you feel me? And it just got bigger and bigger. Like I said, I wanted to contribute to music. I wanted to do something, you know what I mean? So that's what I figured I wanted to do. And then I was amazed about Facebook when I first got out. Like, you can put your work on here and everybody gonna see it. They're like, yeah, man, and da-da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay, so I got ahead of the Facebook curve early, around 2012,
Right.
2011. You know what I'm saying? Promotion, and you know what I mean? Wasn't even doing the best of work, man. You know what I mean? I was just putting it out there. Cause I didn't want to go back to prison, man. I didn't want to even get close to that. You feel me?
Right. So you working with the camera. So as of right now, how many arms do you got in the fire, man? You got a few arms in the fire.
Man, if I sit down and count, I count about 10 to 15, bro. I got a marijuana line that I got on the back burner because I know what the legalization is about to happen. I know it's gonna be big, and I can open that business up and go hard. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So I got the moving company. Inside that moving company, I got the clean outs that I do. I can do carrier work. You know what I'm saying? I do tree removal. If my family called me and they need their grass cut, I'm coming over there to cut the grass. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I deal with realtors on the photography side. The music, the studio, management, selling beats. I look at it like the streets, bro. When I was on the streets, we sold weed, crack, heroin, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of changed the pack, you feel me? I felt like, okay, well, let me put legal stuff in my hand and I can catch off that and go dumb hard, promote it, you know what I mean?
Right.
And it was a blessing, you know what I'm saying? It makes my mama proud, you feel me? It makes my lady proud, you know what I mean? Your lady ain't gonna be proud about no pack. Like, oh yeah, you sold 5 P's a day. Woo! You know what I mean? Nah, that ain't how it go. You feel me? We're in the real world.
Well, leading up to this interview, man, promoting it, one of the things I was telling the people about was Studio Galleria. So explain to the people what the Studio Galleria is.
Studio Galleria is my recording studio. When I first got in the game, I linked with a guy named JJ Hustler. He had his own record label, built a studio, and I was the president. I ran shit. I did the bookings. I did the artist development. I did the photography. I did the promo team. We put up posters all over the city, telephone poles. You know what I'm saying? We end up going a little distance, and we got to meet with Rock Nation. That didn't go the way we planned for it. It went all bad for real. You feel me? So we had an opportunity with QC. That didn't go good neither, because when it's not your baby to be nursing, it's somebody else's. You kind of just gotta fall back and let that person. You feel me? And each time, you feel me? It was just it was bullshit, man. You know what I mean? So we went our separate ways, but eventually I went back to go get that building we was at. You know what I'm saying? We went our separate ways. I worked at a place called I Supply. The white boys on the job, they was teaching me about the trucking business. I'm picking up paperwork on the skids. Like, what's this? You know, after a year, I'm asking questions like, hey, why he come here and pick up toilet paper and paper towels? White boy told me, if you can't sell toilet paper, something wrong with you.
Right.
I'm like, damn. So basically, man, the white boys taught me the game on the trucking business, man. And I was blessed before my stepfather passed away. He blessed me with a box truck. So that's what made me start my moving business, man. And you know what I mean? So once I started getting business and started getting some money, I went back to the studio and grabbed it. You feel me? All I know is I know how to promote. I know how to work that camera. I know how to get busy. You know what I mean? So That's how Studio Galleria was born. And I carefully chose that name because I didn't want it to have the same type of feel as a record label. Like, this is my personal workspace. I want this to be like art. You know what I'm saying? I want this to be classic. You feel me? So that's how that came around, man. And you know, I done a lot of things since I've been there, man. I've been there almost 5 years. You feel me?
So what all services do you offer at the Studio Galleria?
Man, we got a recording studio, music videos, consultation, management, beats. We do photography, far as come in photo shoots and stuff like that. Cut that light off. Plus, I do the moving. I run my moving company out of there too. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of my clients come from that. I'm in the incorporating business as well. We teaching blacks how to go above using their LLC to turn their LLC into a corporation so they can buy and sell shares. You can't sell shares with an LLC. You feel me? So once I got into the business of setting up other business, you know what I mean? It done a lot for me and opened up a lot of doors and had me networking. You know what I mean? I be rubbing elbows with the news people all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of keep me going, just keeping my wheels turning. You know what I mean?
Right. So by you having so many irons in the fire, man, which one of them is like your main one, like your main baby?
The camera.
The camera, which is incorporated inside the Studio Galleria, right?
Yeah, the camera brought me everything. The camera brought me the truck. You feel me?
And the reason I asked that is because on your YouTube channel, you be doing like the top 10 countdown of the artists and stuff like that, as well as you having the studio. So one thing I want to ask you about the music, because like when you first came on, you said this was Dayton, land of the funk. So now we're gonna touch on the music scene, man. What do you think the music scene in Dayton is missing, man? What you think the artists in the scene is missing for somebody to finally just go ahead and take it to that next level?
Originality is one. Love. It's love, man. Originality and love, bro. You feel me? You ain't gonna yeah. When you at the top, yeah, it's people hating on you. You know what I mean? But you still gotta set it off like Jermaine Dupri did. You feel me? Like turn it out. Like let everybody get a piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, I ain't saying a piece of the money, but you feel me? Like plant some more seeds, reach back, grab such and such for grab Coogee for this, or you know what I'm saying, reach back and help this, you know, or this videographer. You know what I'm saying? It's the managers, videographers, the artists, it's everybody. You feel me? If everybody get off that hating shit, bro, we'll be on top, bro. Real talk, bro.
Right. So who you listening to?
I'm listening to my dog Yago. I'm listening to C Money. I'm definitely listening to Chop Chop. I fuck with Dirty. I ain't listening to Dirty like how I used to. I like that old Dirty. You know, we got a Detroit Dirty now, you know what I'm saying? But I fuck with Kingpin. I got love for everybody, bro. It's just the keeping that originality, keeping our own style instead of turning your music to a Detroit CD, you feel me? And I fuck with the Detroit music, you know what I'm saying? But we got to keep our own sound. We got to keep our own, you feel me? We got to keep it trill out here. That's all.
Right. And then as well, as far as you working, having the privilege of working with QC, CMG, and other people in the industry. Man, what else do you see that's missing, man, that you had learned from dealing with major labels?
I have to say, B Mims told me the team got to be stronger than the music. That's it.
So now when you touched on the music, you're doing the beats, recording in there, you're running the trucking business out of there. So what are some like some projects you do with your trucking besides moving? You say you do the clean out. So explain to the people how that go. So if anybody want to reach out to you for like a cleanup or a moving job.
Well, we do basements, attics. We do basements, attics, garages. You know what I'm saying? You need to get that tree line cut down in the backyard or taken out. You know what I mean? I don't do big trees though. You feel me? I just deal with, bushes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we do the clean out game for realtors and property owners. The moving game. Man, we going hard, man. You know what I'm saying? Choice Carriers. We was the only moving company that was moving people for free in the tornado. You feel me? So, and I'm proud of that because at the time I needed to pay my rent, but I felt funny about charging people. You feel me? So my mama was like, just go ahead and do it. And the blessings eventually came, bro. You feel me? When the unknown is coming to you, you still got to be who you are. You know what I'm saying? But, if people need to hit me up, Choice Carriers, 937-545-5631. We'll come out and do an estimate, licensed, bonded, insured. We do long distance moves. I just did a long distance move to Alabama the other day. It was dope. You feel me? For sure. You know what I'm saying?
And another thing I've seen you did, man, I want to say, to me, you pioneered it because I have seen nobody else doing it. You working with Chef Jay for us filming like his cooking events. So how did that come about?
Man, I had got a friend named Art. He got a limo company. Art's a good dude, man. You know what I mean? He well spoken. And I like one of his profile pictures was him and what's that public speaker name? The big dark skinned dude.
Les Brown.
Les Brown. It was him and Les Brown. I'm like, damn, okay. You feel me? I checked him out. End up hitting him up, linked with him, and he was telling me about Chef Jay. I'm like, what you want me to do, bro? Like, I'll shoot some food? He like, yeah, man. Man, just holler at. I get with Chef Jay, and he was just like me, like how I am about the camera. On some rock star type shit. Like, nigga, let's get it. You feel me? So he showed me what he wanted, man, and man, it was a wrap after that. You know what I'm saying? I've been contracting with him for almost 3 years now. You know what I mean? The appetizer still going strong. It's coming up February 25th. The city need to come out because it's classy. It's all love. You feel me? But since I've been fucking with him, you know what I'm saying? I've made more money doing that than shooting visuals for rappers.
Right. Because y'all basically done took in turn like appetizers and food event. Y'all done took and brought like a step of entertainment to it.
Yeah, you feel me? So it's a live band. It's a live band. It's a DJ. You know what I'm saying? It's a good time, bro. People dancing, all ages. It ain't never been nothing out of order, never been a fight, no disagreement. You know what I mean? Real talk, bro.
Right. So
top notch. It's top notch.
And you also have a platform as well. Explain your platform.
My platform is called Chances Make Champions. It's the shirt I'm wearing. I don't know if you see it or not. But CMC, Chances Make Champions. And that's my trials and tribulations when I go through shit, when I'm down and out. Just keeping that spirit up. You feel me? I've been in situations where I only had myself. You know what I'm saying? I just had the courage to just keep going, keep going, keep going. You feel me?
Right.
And it's always been proven when the unknown is ahead and you don't know what's about to happen, you feel me? If you keep pushing, you feel me? Something good gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We always was taught to back up and, you know what I'm saying, stick with the same thing. I ain't gonna never change. That type of attitude to have you behind for real, bro.
Right. So what else you got you cooking up?
Man, I'm gonna give it I got some music coming up with my guy Yago and my Nino Green. That's with Everybody Has One podcast. So we teaming up. About to go hard on the music, but legit though. We're about to do it through podcasts and footage. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
We're gonna use the music, and we're doing clothing, we're doing podcasts, we're doing, you know what I mean, waters, and you feel me? It's just time to turn up, bro. But switch our power base because these LLCs, bro, got us limited, and that's what they stand for, limited liability company, bro. We turn our, remember when Kanye was on Breakfast Club and he was telling them we are a corporation, and that's what we are. And once we learn that, bro, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna go stupid, man. You know what I'm saying? You can buy and sell shares. We're gonna teach you how to do it. You know what I'm saying? We got blackcorporations.com coming up, and it's all the 10,000 holders will become the part of the Black Stock Exchange. You know what I'm saying? We're going down in history, bro.
So what's gonna be some of the steps? What's gonna be some of the first steps of like getting it off the ground?
We're reaching out to some celebrities. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't gonna get it off the ground and not really got no push to it. You know, if we go holler at Kanye, if we go holler at Shaq, you know what I'm saying? And they're vouching, and I'm getting this footage, of course. You feel me? But you know what I'm saying? If we getting that footage and we got people vouching and professional people who don't want to be a part of the first Black Stock Exchange, bro. Black Wall Street, like real shares, not just a bunch of LLCs, small businesses with super money, but not really, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the Nike Corporation or the Coca-Cola Corporation. You can turn your name into a corporation and people don't know that. But we're still thinking like consumers. You feel me? We brainwashed, bro.
So what's some of the things that you learned while you was in prison that you're applying to all your businesses now?
Computers.
Computers and patience. Can't forget patience.
Computers and patience. I mean, you got to stick with what you gonna do. You feel me? You can't. If when you get these good ideas, stick with it. You know what I mean? If it makes sense for you in the beginning, stick with it. Make it come to life. You know what I mean? At first, it's just you. If you see it, it's there. Go get it. You know what I'm saying? It's not a dream. If you see it in your head and don't nobody else see it, man, what? You got to jump on. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to go get it. What you say? Just get it.
Yeah. And then one of the things we kind of skipped over, we didn't talk about the merch line. You got a merch line as well, right?
Yeah, I got the I forgot about that. The Chesapeake Bay Champion brand. I got the lady sweatsuits. I got hoodies. I got the t-shirt gang. You know what I'm saying? We're about to bring out the men's sweatsuits. And it's about to be spring here, gonna be here in no time, you know what I'm saying? So it's really time to get the gym shoe line going. I got a weed marijuana line called Champion Flavors. You know what I'm saying? So it's just time to activate everything, bro, and go stupid. You feel me?
Right. So if anybody wants to find out more about the turn their LLC to a corporation, or find out about learning how to sell stock, sell shares in their company and stuff like that, how can they link up with you to get that information?
Man, they can hit my line, or matter of fact, DM me at CMC_Ohio. And we can chop it up and I will get you together. We can go from there. I got to feel you out first. I ain't going to be giving people my number, and you know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Right.
I don't like people playing on the phone.
And then how you going about booking studio time?
Studio time, they can DM me on there as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a Facebook, Instagram, CMC_Ohio, and CMC_OG Mack. Hit me on any of them pages. That's where I do all my business at, man.
Right.
Straight.
And then we touched on the artists earlier, and you touched on the podcast, and we starting to get a lot of entertainment platforms and outlets going in the city, man. So which ones you think gonna be most influential for the city? You think it's gonna be the music, the podcast, or what?
In the entertainment game,
Yeah.
I think everything gonna hit. I think everything gonna hit. You feel me? The music going stupid. You know what I'm saying? The podcast going stupid. Everybody doing their thing on that. You feel me? So
Yeah, I had a lot of artists as well on the channel, and I'm definitely gonna have many more of them. So if people want to catch the countdown that you be doing in the spotlight you be doing on the artists in the city, how can they find that?
CFC Productions. Go to my YouTube page, CFC Productions. I got the countdown where I'm showing love to the city. I used to do the All Ohio TV Top 10 countdown. I was the man behind that, you feel me? But now it's CMC Productions, and I got my own thing, you feel me? So if people want to, artists want some love, you know what I mean? You're gonna see ordinary guys too. I ain't go for the top level, you feel me? I went for ordinary people too, you know what I'm saying? I'm showing love to everybody. Black-owned commercials in there, all that, bro. You feel me?
Right. And then there's one more before we go. What's one of your main advice you would give by you being involved in starting so many businesses? What would be like one of the first steps you would give a person trying to start a business?
Get a corporation.
Get a corporation.
Don't even make the mistakes we made. You feel me?
And what's that with the LLCs?
Yeah, don't even make the mistakes. Get a corporation. A corporation, bro. You can raise capital. You understand what I'm saying? People will buy shares of your company. You understand what I'm saying? Now you in the big league. It ain't like you in Dayton and people like, oh, that's Hankin right there. I ain't fooling with him. Man, you got a corporation and you about to go public. You understand what I'm saying? and people can buy shares and you can sell shares and you feel me? It's time to really get our companies evaluated, you know what I'm saying, and really get these checks, like real bags. It's bigger than bags. Like I'm talking same shit Kanye West was talking about, bro.
Right. And then one more time, man, if the people want to reach out, man, and get a hold to you for any of your services or anything, man, how can they reach you?
Man, they can hit my line 937-545-5631. That's one of my work lines. Y'all can hit me up directly. We can do business. I just ask people to be respectful, you know what I mean? That's all.
That's what's up, man. We definitely gonna have to spin back and do this again, especially when the weed lab become official.
Man,
And
I appreciate the
also
love,
when
bro.
you start up the getting the people together for the corporation, and we're gonna break it out. You know, so we want to spread the word. So we definitely gonna spin back and do it again, man.
For sure, man. Much love, man. Appreciate it.
You already know, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. And I also did an interview on Chances Make Champion podcast. So slide through and check that out. Tell them people the name of the platform again.
Yes, sir. Chances Make Champion, the podcast. Go to YouTube, subscribe, man. Plenty of content coming, plenty of love, man. We looking to go major, man. You know what I'm saying? We back, we jumping. You know what it is. We hanking.
You already know. But like I said, man, we're gonna spin back and do it again, man. I appreciate you for coming through, man. And I got you when the other stuff come together.
For sure, brother. You already know.
All right, bet. That was my guy B Mack, man. Like I was telling everybody earlier, I had to switch up the schedule. I was supposed to have somebody first, but it was a change in time. Man, make sure y'all slide through, check him out, man. Go check out the Chances Make Champion podcast, man. Hit him up for the Choice Carriers moving service. And he got his hands in he got a lot of arms in the farm, man. He got some good things going on. And check him out, man. And that's like the umpteenth person, man, that came on here and then said that, man, we all need to work together. And I was just talking about that the other night, man. I want to thank everybody for coming through. I did shoot that cooking video, so I'm getting that up. So that's definitely gonna be on the channel. Turn around and come right back. I got the Real Trey Killer. He's signed a Boosie Badass Syndicate. He gonna be on at 10:30. So make sure y'all come through, check that out, man. If you ain't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, man. I'm gonna see y'all at 10:30. Thanks for coming through.